loud. Hey, Jackie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fabulous, Diana.
So I'm excited about your workshop called School with Ease.
Ease with school.
Ease with school. Very
Yes.
nice. And how
Ease
timely.
with school.
How timely after we have been isolated for so long, and we all look forward to going to school. But there is some sort of an anxiety going on. So this,
and Diana, I've seen, both students, kids, children, students, and adults so anxious over school over these past months. It's so unfortunate that they've had less than optimum experience with going to school. So much anxiety. Yeah.
So is this a workshop for parents or is it a workshop for the kids?
It's a workshop for students, for kids, and parents alike. Because just as students, I mean, let's appreciate, I have 4 adult kids and I have 7 grandchildren.
Right.
So the moms and the dads are as anxious as kids.
Yes.
You won't believe, Diana, my grandson, he's 3, Jack is 3. In fact, he will turn 3 on the 25th of August.
Yeah.
And in preparation for school in September, his mom and dad sent him to school for the 3-day school last week.
Right.
And every day, I believe it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for 2 hours from 9:30 to 11:30. And for 1 hour of the 2 hours, Jack was sitting there anxious, looking out for his mom and dad.
Mm.
He's not yet 3, and there is so much anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So
as parents, how do we know that our kids are anxious? Like behind that, I don't want to go to school, I'm sick. What are some symptoms?
Well, some of the symptoms for kids is they throw up or they pee in bed. And that's a big one. Right. But simultaneously, like Jack was really excited about going to school. Yes. Like there was a part of him, because the parents brought him a back to school bag and a new water bottle and new shoes and new boots. He was really excited. Right. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to make new friends. And in fact, his brother, who's 4, Justice is 4, has been going to school. So Jack, every day when Justice would go to school, I'm going to school in September. I'm going to school he would say August. I'm going to be 3 in August. I'm going. So for the whole year, he was excited about going to school. But when it actually came to going to school, there was some bit of anxiety.
Yes. Right? Yes. And how does that manifest for older kids?
It's very similar. What I have noticed is they start biting their nails. They don't sleep at night. Some of them get a fever. So it's their body's way of saying, I can't deal with the stress, so let's create this high fever so that I can rest in bed or whatever it is. So I don't have to face the situation. Right. So that's how it manifests. And for adults, it's the same thing. You find them biting their nails. I've worked with so many adults who come to me to help resolve their situation. But they're also biting their nails. Some are pulling their hair. Some are picking their skin. So it manifests and of course with adults, because they can't cope with anxiety, that's where these addictions come from. I can't cope with the stress, so let me drink. Let me have 2 glasses of wine, or let me smoke.
Yes. Well, of course, you're the expert in helping people get off like heavy drug addiction. So tell me more about yourself as a hero therapist. This is your main bread and butter thing. Tell me more.
I'm so passionate about this. It comes from way back when I grew up in India, as you know.
Yeah.
And I grew up, Diana, in a very abusive environment. My father was an alcoholic. And in his drunken state, he would beat us every day, make us kneel down, beat us, no food. And there was a lot of anger built up.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so good at helping people in these situations.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my brother, who was 2 years younger than me, followed in my father's footsteps, and he died when he was only 36. And I think subconsciously, on some level, I made a commitment, because there was no help at that time. At least I didn't know about, how to resolve these situations.
Yeah.
And then more recently, I lived in Dubai for 17 years. 3 of my 4 kids were actually born in Dubai. And then we immigrated to Canada years ago, 27 years ago. And about 19 years ago, that's when I got into hypnosis. My husband left. He left me for a beautiful Russian woman half my age. And I was like, holy shoot. Holy shoot. How do you deal with this? Right?
Yeah.
I think putting all of this together on some subconscious level, I asked for help to begin with. I was just like, oh my gosh, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And I had a printing business at the time, in fact. And I used to work really hard for my printing business, really network a lot. And one day, on a members table, when I used to network, it was a women's networking group. On a members table, there was a brochure for a hypnotherapy school. Can you imagine that? And when I look back, I feel, oh my gosh, the universe really answered my prayer. And I did the training part-time over a 10-month period. And then people would come to me and they would quit smoking in a single session. Or I remember one young lady coming twice and she got her dream job. And I was just like, because my self-esteem, had plummeted so much at the time. There were times when I would hope these clients wouldn't show up, because like I said, my self-esteem was down in the dumps. And I was just like, what will I say to these people? And more, so I did the training again, and more people started just getting these successes so quickly. So I thought there's something to do with this. So I did the training again. I haven't looked back. I sold my printing business in 2009. And now I'm really committed to helping people, get free from whatever's holding them back, get free from these addictions so they can truly live a happy life.
Yes.
Like we are riddled with
and then
anxiety.
Beneath all these addictions are our feeling of anxiety.
It's fear. It's just fear. Even if you see someone who's angry, they're angry because they don't know what else to do. And like you said, beneath it, it's fear.
Right.
It's just fear.
Yes. And so then for this workshop, are you using hypnosis only, or you have something else as a tool for the people who participate?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with hypnosis. This is a set of simple tools and techniques, and simple techniques that even children can use.
Right.
And
can you tell us a little bit, what is that?
It's called the light key system, and it's a set of high energies, and they are symbols like drawings. So, as we know, kids love drawings. So as you draw, so for example, there's a symbol with the ease key. So as you draw it, as you practice it, there's a sense of feeling ease in your body. Now, it doesn't get more simple than that.
Yes.
that's what I love about it. As you're practicing, you can actually sense a feeling of relaxation and calmness and ease in the body.
Right. So it sounds like it's a simple tool that even kids can use to take themselves from a stressed anxiety mode to a more relaxed and calming mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I recently worked with a young girl. She's in
Yeah.
grade 11, so heading to grade 12, and she had her driving test come up.
Right.
And I taught her these simple tools.
Uh-huh.
Guess what? She aced her driving test. First go, ready to roll.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, well, so it sounds like the age group is really from really, really young kids like Jack,
Really
3 years old,
yeah,
to like university students, really.
to anyone.
Anyone.
So,
yeah. And how beautiful you involve the parents. I know your pricing structure is such a is something like if the paid parents come, the kids can come free.
Yeah, so students under the age of 15 come for free with a paid adult.
Right.
So if there's one paid adult, a mom or dad or a caretaker of the children, and there are 2 or 3 students or children under the age of 15, they all come for free. So it's like practically the entire family.
Wow, how nice. And I really like how you involve the parents, because we mirror each other's feelings. And if the parent is anxious, or maybe the parent is anxious that the child is anxious, right? Then we feed off each other.
And children pick up on parents' anxiety.
Yes.
Children pick up on parents' anxiety. Right?
Yes.
Sometimes, I have parents coming to me saying that the kid is anxious, but when I meet with them and have conversation, I realized, and I've said it to parents in the past, it seems like you need my help more than the student.
Yes. I actually have a teenager who told me that he can pick up his mom's anxiety even in a different room.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the format of the workshop.
Yeah, so the format is, what I love is the class is very short. It's only 45 minutes.
Is it over Zoom?
It's over Zoom.
Yeah, okay.
And it's starting on Saturday, August 28th at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So that's 1 Eastern, only for 45 minutes. So it's a series, the 4-part series is for the 3 other consecutive Saturdays, starting on August 28th. All the attendees will get a manual so that they can refer to it. And they will also get the recording of the videos, the video recording and the audio recording. So
how nice. So if I cannot attend 1 week or all the 4 weeks, I can have the videos.
Yes.
Very nice.
So you can review it at your convenience, and then practice it. I've also set it at 1 week apart, because then you have ample time to practice these tools. Come back to the fall, because they each build one on the other diagram. So you attend the first, which is the basic, that you learn these simple tools about having ease. Then you practice, you have 7 days to practice, ample time. And then you come prepared for the second class. And not only come prepared, you have the opportunity to notice the changes that you made.
Right.
So it's like, oh my gosh, I was thinking of school. Even the thought of going to school was causing me anxiety. The thought of going to university is causing me anxiety. So you notice the shifts and changes that you made so rapidly within just a very short period of time.
Yeah. Like what a gift a parent can give to the kids, having these tools that they can use for school now, but for anything that they may be anxious about in the future.
Yeah. Like, for example, I know that I've spoken to adults who have to make presentations.
Yeah.
They're anxious about making presentations.
Nice.
Right? I have had people come to me for help with presentations. Now, this is a simple tool you can learn. Or exams. We know that realtors have exams to go through.
Yes.
So many professionals have exams to go through, and they have.
So the last part, it is a 4-part series, and so I can join anyone, but you mentioned about it's best to join all 4, right? Why is that?
Yes, because they build. This is very basic, so this is for anyone. They don't have to know anything. They just come, they learn these simple tools, and each class builds on the other.
Right.
So if you come to class 3, it's like, oh, I'm not understanding because you missed class 2 and class 1.
Right.
So that is my recommendation.
Nice. Always good to learn from you, Jackie. Looking forward to learn more from you about this and use Jordan to help myself.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So I will put the link for registering below.
Yes.
So I'll see you in the class.
Yes. Thank you so much, Diana. That's fabulous.
Hi, Jackie.
I loved having this conversation with you.
Same here.
Yes. Okay.